Hey guys, today I'm with Max. Yes, it's So today's video will be a trial deck battle. I'll be using the Royal Paladin Altmile trial deck.
Using the Chronojet Gear Chronicle.
Yes, Gear Chronicle trial deck. So no sleeves for Max.
Straight from the box.
Yes, straight from the box. Oh, not that bad. I will keep my hand.
Draw one.
Roll the dice. 4.
2.
I go first. Stand up.
Stand up.
Vanguard. Shining Knight Milius.
Chrono drop. This doesn't even have a tiny repercussion.
So I go first.
Yes.
Draw. Alright. Pioneer Knight. Epaticus. Starter skill. Draw. Button.
Stand draw. Right. Bearing rover. Starter skill draw. And creature.
Okay.
AK Vanguard.
AK Vanguard. No guard.
Drive check. No trigger.
Damage check.
Keep your mask.
No trigger.
Turn it.
Draw. I write 6. Wait. Knight of Magnificence, Lucas. Call Pton. 9k Vanguard.
No guard. Damage check. Draw trigger.
Oh,
Power Vanguard. Draw.
okay. So 1 to pass. 10k Vanguard.
No guard.
Drive check. No trigger filter.
Stand and draw. Right, Steam Fighter Zara. This one. Zara. Call Steam Fighter Adina. And call Gears Reaper skill and place so blast 1. It gets plus 5k.
Okay.
Thank you, Vanguard.
10k Vanguard. No guard.
Trigger check. No trigger.
Oh. Damage check. No trigger. Both my Livaro.
Attack Vanguard skill and attack roll boosted plus 5k. 5, 28. 28k Vanguard.
28. No guard. No trigger.
10.
Stand and draw. Okay. Right. Blue Sky Knight Altmile. I'll take Force 2. I'll put Force 2 here. I'll activate my Vanguard skill, Counterblast 1. Discard 1 card from my hand. Discard Unite Reed Dragon. Search my deck for up to 2 grade 2 cards. Add them to my hand. Livaro and Lucas. Call Unite Reed Dragon. Skill when placed from hand, so blast 1. Call a grade 2 card from hand to Radar Circle. Call Lucas. If I call, draw a card. Switch positions. Then I call Felix. Before I begin, I activate Pton's skill. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Gets plus 15,000 power. 10,000 Vanguard.
Intercept.
Okay. 21,000 Vanguard.
No guard.
Twin Drive first check, crit foul. Second check, no trigger.
First check, Chronojet. Second check, no trigger.
This is 24 plus 10, 34, 2 critical, to Vanguard.
4, no problem. 9 fight. This card, this. Okay, right?
Yeah, your turn.
This card is spell card. Stand,
Okay, this guy a quick ticket.
stand and draw. Can't kick out creature. Kick out creature. Okay.
Okay, so you got
I can't have creature.
Okay.
Right, Steam Gunner, Jafara.
Oh, you didn't get Chronojet.
Get Force 1. Call. Gears repeater skill and place 2 plus 1. Gets plus 5k.
23k.
Then we got skill and the attacks. I counter blast 1.
So good.
Draw a card and gets plus 3k. Plus 5k.
So, 18. Vanguard.
18 Vanguard.
No guard.
Twin drive. First check. Draw.
Oh,
23. Power here. Draw. Second check.
numbers are very high. So 1 damage. Damage check, no trigger.
Then 3k Vanguard.
15k guard. We got with Pton now.
Skill and attacks gets plus 5k. Trigger 33k Vanguard.
How much guard?
33, 25k.
25k. Intercept. Intercept.
1 trigger.
Yeah. 25.
Turn in.
Okay. Stand and draw. Move up. I'll use my Vanguard skill, counter blast 1. Discard 1 card from my hand. Unite with Dragon. Search my deck for up to 2 grade 2 cards. And add them to my hand. Lucas. Vivaru. Cardfight. I use T-Ren skill, counter blast 1, soul blast 1. He gets 15,000 power. And since I have no face up cards in my damage zone, Altmile gets plus 15,000 power.
No crit.
No crit. Okay. Vanguard attacks 21,000 plus 15, 36,000 Vanguard.
36,000. No gut.
Twin drive, first check. Second check, huge trigger. Cover. 5,000 hit.
Critical.
10,000.
Power Vanguard.
Okay. T-Ren attacks. This is 24 plus 10. 34 double crit Vanguard.
Vanguard. 23. Trigger.
Trigger guard. $13,000 real guard.
5k gut.
5k guard. Okay, that's it.
Stand and draw. I move gear repeated now. Call another Steam Gunner. Vanguard attacks Vanguard. Skill, counter blast 1. Draw a card and get plus 5k.
18.
These attacks, counter blast 1.
Plus 1.
Then I got 18k.
18. 33. 2 pass.
2 pass.
2 pass.
Let's check.
Oh.
Second check. No trigger. I did not get plus 5k and boosted, so 23k then.
Trigger guard.
Trigger.
28. Attacking.
Yes. Vanguard skill, counterblast 1, draw, gets plus 5k. So, 20.
Does it attack Vanguard? No. Okay.
Main attacks.
Yeah.
21, 26, 36 Vanguard.
36 Vanguard, no guys. Damage check. Critical strike.
Turn.
Stand and draw. I'll use my Vanguard skill, counterblast 1. Discard 1 card from my hand. Discard Livaro. Search my deck. I think I only have 1 grade 2 left. And that is the order card. It is in my hand. Relax. With all more skills, since I have no face-up cards in my damage zone, it gets plus 15,000 power. 36k Vanguard. Sorry, not 36. 21 plus 15. Yeah, 36.
36.
35k 2 plus. So it's just 1 heal and 1 trigger.
Okay.
Two bars. First check, grade 1. Second check, heal trigger. Recover. Plus 5,000 power to Pton. Sorry, plus 10,000 power. 27,000 double crit bank. Trigger guard. Okay. 13,000 real guard.
No.
Okay.
Stand and draw. Right, Chronojet Gear.
Force 1.
Force 1. Call. Chronojet Gear skill, I discard Bearing Rover and gets plus 2k, plus 2 grade when discarded. Try for one.
Yep.
Metallica Phoenix.
Oh.
Metallica Phoenix attacks a Vanguard.
15,000.
Yes.
Triple drive. 15. Healing Pegasus. Intercept. Got.
Triple drive.
Triple drive. This is 35, 48.
No pass.
No pass.
First check, crit.
Crit.
Give all to Gears Repeater.
This should be okay.
Second check. Third check. No trigger.
No trigger.
Post on Gears Repeater. This guy attacks.
Stroboscope.
Yes. 18k Vanguard.
No skill.
End of battle.
Oh, okay. I got with Apaticus.
38k double crit Vanguard.
No guard. First check. Second check. Altmile. Three force. Pattern. Stand and draw. Hand size.
6.
Call Livaro. And then I activate Power Rise Elixir. Counterblast 2. Livaro gets plus 20,000 power. Vanguard skill, since I have no face-up cards in my damage zone, gets plus 15,000 power. 38, 2 crits Vanguard.
38 is 20.
30k guard.
30k.
Guard. 36k Vanguard.
95.
Twin drive, first check, grade 1, second check, draw 3 guard. Power, Unite Reed Dragon, draw 1. So 23,000 Vanguard.
No guard.
Okay, your turn.
Then draw. Here's repeater move now. I call Chronojet Gear.
Okay.
So let's go retire and I call Steam Fighter 18 now.
Strike? No.
Chronojet skill. I don't call.
Oh.
Chronojet skill. Discard.
Yeah. Is this your final turn?
Try. 是在等这个，我后撤了很久。他那看了2个。
Okay. +20 minutes.
15k Vanguard.
15k Vanguard. I'll just nullify this card.
Triple draw. First check. Second check. Third check. No trigger. Here's repeater attacks.
How much?
Vanguard. 18k.
18. 23k.
Skill end of battle. Discard. Retire.
Oh,
And I draw. Since I agree for Vanguard, I draw.
okay. This one intercept.
Moves. 21. 21, 41, 51. Chronojet skill, color +1. Plus 5k and you cannot guard sentinels.
So how much is this?
So 21, 31, 41, 51, 56k then.
56k. 20.
45k.
45k guard. Not enough. This intercept will be enough. Okay, so 1 damage.
It's 1 damage.
Damage check. Heal trigger. Power Vanguard. Recover.
Yeah, no more force marker.
Okay, I land.
Cool.
If you got a crit, you have won. My turn. Stand and draw.
你还没有修。
Okay, I'll just call Unite Reed Dragon and Pioneer Knight Hypaticus. Hand size. I use my Vanguard skill, count +1, discard 1. I don't search anything, guess. But since everything is face down, gets +15. 36k Vanguard.
1 crit.
1 crit.
No guard.
No bad. Twin drive. Crit. Power. Second check. Draw. Power draw. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Bye guys.
Alright, and that is the end of the first of 3 games that I'll be uploading featuring the 3 new trial decks which I opened up in some videos back. Right, so the Chronojet, Altmile and Ahsha trial decks. So I decided to do some best of 1 trial deck battles using them and also to show off the new skills and mechanics included in these trial decks. Okay, so for this video, the game is between Max and me, where Max is piloting the Gear Chronicle Chronojet trial deck, while I was using the Altmile Royal Paladin trial deck. So since this game was our very first time trying out the trial decks, right, Max, he literally took out the cards out of the box and started shuffling them, right. We weren't exactly very familiar with the deck, how it plays and stuff like that. So we do apologize if there are some misplays. But anyways, for this game, the winner is myself with the Royal Paladin Altmile trial deck. Alright, so for this game I went first, which meant that Max got a quick shield, which is one of the new mechanics introduced in this trial decks. Alright, so for this game, I think Max wasn't that lucky. He didn't draw into Chronojet for the earlier half of the game, and that meant that he was on a backup grade 3. So while that card is a great card, I think it was called Yalaganda or something, Max was unfortunately able to show off Gear Chronicle's ability to superior right grade 4s from the deck. But I think Yalaganda's ability to draw helped Max eventually draw into Chronojet Dragon. So in the end, Max did manage to superior right Metallica Phoenix from the deck and showed off some of the things that the deck can do. As for me, I only saw one Altmile the entire game, but that's fine since I chose Force 2. And I chose Force 2 since Altmile gains power on his own, and I would like some extra pressure. So for my deck, the whole time I was just balancing the use of my Counterblast, trying to use up my Counterblast as much as possible, as well as fetching grade 2 units from the deck, because that's just what the deck does. So the Power Rise Elixir Order, which I managed to activate during the game to buff one of my rear guards, was also a grade 2 unit, or grade 2 card, so I was able to fetch it with Altmile. Right, so as for the Altmile trial, I think it was really fun. I found it pretty fun trying to balance the use of my Counterblasts and make sure that I always have them all face down so that Altmile can gain that 15k buff. So for this video, I think the most interesting part came near the end when Max went into his final turn. He had a Chronojet Dragon on his Vanguard circle. He called a second one to a rearguard circle that had 3 force markers stacked on it. And then that rearguard Chronojet Dragon had an ability, which I'm sure you guys already know. It's the Sentinel Restriction ability, and he used it on me. So his attack was like 50 plus k. I wasn't able to guard that, and I had to take it, and I already had like 5 damage. But I was super lucky. I managed to check a 6th damage heal and managed to survive that turn. So I think that if Max had checked a critical trigger, I would most definitely not have been able to survive. But it was just one crit, so I was super lucky in that I checked a heal trigger for that attack. And then the next turn, Max wasn't able to guard my attacks, and that was game. So I think for Max's final turn, his drive checks didn't reveal any triggers, so that was quite unlucky, because all he needed was just one critical trigger, and he would have definitely secured a victory for himself. So after the video, I think Max told me that maybe the outcome would have been different if he had chosen not to go into Metallica Phoenix and stayed on Chronojet. So this meant that his Vanguard and his Rearguard are both Chronojets, and since Max had like 2 face-up Counterblasts, he would have been able to use both of the Sentinel Restriction ability out of Chronojets, which will make guarding really tough, and I think I would definitely have lost if Max had chosen that route. Because either way, he was not going to be checking the triggers. I mean, Metallica Phoenix would have been good if Max would be checking triggers, but he didn't, so he might as well go into stayed on Chronojet and still hit numbers, as well as have a Sentinel Restriction on top of it. So I think it was the bad drive check and my lucky heal trigger that took away Max's chance of victory. And another thing to note about Max's final turn was how he used Stroboscope Dragon's ability to retire my intercept. So I mentioned in the video that I just needed 5 more k in order to guard the rearguard Chronojet Dragon's attack, and that 5k was actually that intercept that Max retired with his Stroboscope Dragon. So I think that was a really good play on Max's part. So yep, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this first battle. 2 more battles will be coming up after this, so those 2 battles will feature the Ahsha trial deck facing off against the Altmile and the Chronojet trial deck, of course. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. Do stay tuned for the next 2 matches. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.